Hi, it's Warwick Ellis from Material Civil Test Equipment. Just doing a bit of training video on two pump units that are going to a client in Melbourne. They're putting the two pump units onto an existing load frame. One pump, this pump here, will be controlling confining pressure on a Hoek cell. Here's the Hoek cell, so that'll be hooked up to the Hoek cell. And this pump unit here will be controlling the axial load. These two pump units are connected together with a communication cable. This pump unit here has the Hoek cell and two strain gauge inputs. The strain gauge inputs are in a half bridge configuration, so each unit will have two strain gauges and average the two. And so you'll get this unit here will have confining pressure and two strain gauge inputs. This pump is then talking to this pump to pass the data from here to here for storage and data logging. So what I'm going to do now is, so you've got the video there showing the two pump units. I'll minimize the video because we don't need them anymore, and I'll turn on Sematron config. And Sematron config connects to the pumps. So I've just started the first copy of Sematron config. I go File, Connect, and you'll see there's two in this window. If there's none in the window, it's a communication error, and we need to we have a resolution for that. But I'll select the first one. So I've selected it, and it's come online, and it's got millibar as the first pressure. So that's the confining unit. So I'll just drag it to here. Now I'll start this one. I'll start a second unit. So over here, we now have millibar, and this unit over here, you can see we're grayed out with the numbers. So I'll go File, Connect. There's only one left in the selection window, so I'll select the second one. We've got millibars, and we've got millibars, microstrain. This sensor 4 is irrelevant for what we're talking about. So we've got the load channel is millibars for confining pressure, or it's in actual bar, but the Sematron displays in the lowest unit. Then we've got microstrain and strain on the strain units because of how the strain gauges. And then this window here is the axial. So the axial has a position sensor, and you can see the position sensor. I can move it. I've got it manually on the bench. You can't see it in the video, but the position sensor is working. I'll just bring a video up so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. So if I get the position sensor, you can see as we move the position sensor, the position dimension on the screen up here in the top right is moving, right, with the position sensor. The next one channel down, which is load 1. Load 1 is a pressure transducer connected to the load frame, measuring the main axial force of the load frame, and it's set up for 2000 kilonewtons. So this one up here, load 1, is 2000 kilonewton load frame. The next sensor down, sensor 2, is a 250 kilonewton load cell. So I'll just show you that one for the moment. I'm just going to tick the tear button. So it's got 145 newtons on it. I'll tick it. So it's gone down to millinewtons because there's no load on it. It's actually this load cell over here. So if I put any weight on that load cell, You can see up here we've got we're dancing around in a millinewton range. I'll put this, which is quite heavy, on the load cell, and you can see it's now gone up to 93 newtons. That's about 9. That's 9 kilograms, which is about the weight of the Hoek cell. The third sensor down here, sensor 3. Again, I've ticked a little tear box here. So we've got millinewtons, and that's this load cell. This is a 50 kilonewton load cell, and the 50 kilonewton load cell, just to show you, pick that up, put that on the 50 kilonewton load cell. You can see it's settling around the 90 newtons as well, which is about 9 kilograms. So this pump unit, reiterating again, has a bit distance transducer in sensor 0. Sensor 1 has the main 2000 kilonewton pressure transducer. We then have 2 load cells. This value here, right, sensor 5. Sensor 5 is actually the millibar. You can see where I'm pointing on the screen. The millibars on the confining pressure is getting passed to the axial for data storage. So that value and that value are the same. And then likewise, if I'll just drag the camera down a bit, 8.53, 8.53. So this is sensor 2 on the confining pump unit is getting passed to the axial pump unit for data logging, 8.53, and sensor 3, 5.73 microstrain, is getting passed to, oh, it's ticked up here. I'll untick the confining box because it was getting passed across in raw units. You can see we've got 39.6 microstrain, we've got 39.6 over here. So these two values, getting back to the camera, these two values are the same. This value is getting passed to this controller. So this controller over here is doing the data logging for the system. If we go look, we're currently in machine A up here. If we look at machine A, the sensors in machine A, we have a millimeter transducer in for the position. We have a 2000 kilonewton, you can see it's 1941, it's a nominal value for the load. This is the 250 kilonewton load cell in sensor 2. Sensor 4 is the 50. Sorry, sensor 3 is the 50. Sensor 4 has a line through it and is not in use, so that's a spare sensor we can bring in. Sensor 5 is a bar signal up to 600 bar coming from the confining pressure via a serial interface. 6 and 7 are the strain signals coming from the confining machine via serial cable. So that's how the data is being moved around. At this point, I'll stop the video and we'll come back to the next phase of the video in due course. Thank you.